Let's talk a little bit about Dortmund scoring a goal, which is what we talk about on Shouts to US. If you don't know, Gio Reyna happens to be a big star. And if you don't know, you're about to get an email from a Mrs. Reyna. But yeah, so Gio Reyna, player at Dortmund, didn't have the World Cup he wanted. A lot of drama afterwards. Doesn't seem like he wanted to be as involved as, at least in the drama, right? It was really Gio's parents versus Gregg Berhalter, an old Jersey argument that has come to light. But Gio Reyna scores an absolute worldie.
A banger. Yeah.
Like a Bukayo Saka goal, if you will.
I think a little bit better than that one.
Not that specific goal, but it's, kind of curling from one side, not even curling, like coming down.
I couldn't tell because I didn't see a close-up of it, but it looked like he obviously it was a long ball.
Christian wearing binoculars, bro.
The second ball gets to him. It takes one bounce, and he gets it on the volley, and it looks like he gets it on the outside of the boot and goes far post.
Yes, and there was no one stopping it.
Yeah.
You need 3 goalkeepers in goal to stop this.
So Bundesliga has returned after being on break for about 8 months.
I think this might be the end of the 2022 season we're watching.
Okay, I think the 2018 World Cup ended, and Bundesliga was like, we'll be back in a couple years.
Y'all enjoy that World Cup. We'll see. There's remember when Sopranos would take 2.5 years?
Sure.
That's Bundesliga.
Yeah, Bundesliga didn't renew their deal, so they didn't know they were going to come back.
They're holding back for more money per episode. But somebody wants to know, is there any good pizza in Germany? The answer is no. But as you can see here, Gio Reyna hit what Henry Bushnell is saying is the superfecta of Defiant celebrations. This is the Juan Roman Riquelme. This is the
all right, get his name right. We got Argentinians in the chat, bro.
Unfortunately, Riquelme. There's Messi. I'm trying to think who else. Is it all just Argentinians? Who else has done this? I think Diego Costa might have hit this before.
Which particular celebration? Are you talking about one of each?
One of each, yeah.
Got it.
In the realm of
so we're looking
Defiant.
Yeah.
Celebrations. He hit all of them.
Yeah. If you're looking, if you're watching it, you can see the images. But if you're listening, we have 4 images of Gio Reyna. One holding.
So he's shushing. That's the first one.
The second one is
as he's running. Then he does
he's flapping his hand as all the people talking.
Right. You talking, and then
he's doing the Hulk Hogan one ear.
I can't hear you. Right.
And then
he does the double.
The Memphis Depay. Fingers in the ears.
Fingers in the ear. That's all from one goal. The man emptied the closet.
He did what Brazil was doing in the World Cup when they did 12 celebrations per goal.
The manager's doing, everyone's involved. What? But this man gave a paragraph. He said, you need to shut up, stop talking, because I ain't hearing it, and I'm not going to hear nothing after that.
He wrote a speech in the celebration, bro.
They had to play the music to get him off stage. That's how much he was talking.
Without words, he expressed so much.
This is absolutely incredible. And the question is who's he talking to?
So Cavincho in the chat right there just says that's all at his parents. He is specifically doing that to tell his parents.
All right. So then the first one is shut up, mom. The second one is you're doing too much talking.
Dad,
I can't hear you, dog barking. And I don't want to hear nothing after this. I blocked all of y'all on my phone.
That's the Greg. He's just like, I ain't hear anything you got to say.
This is the problem is he's probably talking to both his parents and Gregg Berhalter /
everybody. Yeah, the internet. There's too much drama. He's like, I don't gotta.
Oh my God, what if you think he's talking to us?
He might be talking. One of them might be. Is he holding up a little C? I don't know what's going on.
And he's slashing through it.
Omar Ramirez said the mate drink hit this celebration. What does that mean? The mate drink.
I mean, I guess the energy?
I don't know.
Oh, because he's being Argentinian.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I mean, this was probably the strongest message I've ever seen from a U.S. men's national team player, right? Like when Landon Donovan didn't get a chance to sort of kind of get his, do goodbye, right?
Right.
Klinsmann sat him, and then he got that weird testimonial against Costa Rica, I believe.
Yeah, I don't remember.
It was like a weird, all right, fine, I'll put you back on the team. Mm-hmm. He didn't finish it by being like, I can't hear you, Klinsmann.
Right.
Like he just kind of did his thing.
I mean, the situations are a little bit different because this was insane.
Also, did he need to do this, bro? Like, didn't it kind of go away on its own? This is what makes me think it's aimed at his family more than Gregg Berhalter, because the thing kind of went away. Gregg never responded after he came back on Twitter and posted that message. Then his mom came out and said she's the one who reached out to Ernie Stewart and had this conversation, blah, 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 blah. And then it just kind of stopped. We haven't heard anything new. U.S. Soccer was like, we need to squash this.
Well, I think the statement from Gio Reyna's mom was kind of settled everything. She was like, I didn't think this would get out. And it was at least honest and sincere in like, hey, this has gotten way out of control and I didn't mean for it to get out of this control. Even though, and I think she accepted the responsibility.
I don't remember that. I remember her saying that the night in question that she referenced or that came out, it was way worse than what he posted in the statement. And that, she knows because she had to help his wife, girlfriend at the time through that trauma. So, I mean, it feels like she was adding more.
No, but I'm saying specifically about the how it affected Gio. Like, as far as who Gio is talking to, I don't know how severely it's directed at his parents. I think it's just generally like, I don't want to be a part of all this mess because I didn't. Yes, I'm like, I had something to do with it, but it got way more out of control and out of proportion than I expected. But
I think what this also opens up is not just a question as to who's this aimed to, but also there's a lot of players that have something that they need to get off their chest, right? And not all of them are good at mime improv as Gio Reyna. So you and I have both done
improv.
You and I have both done improv. Have you ever done the thing where you can't talk? You did a scene where you can't talk. You can only make sounds and movements.
Yeah, that's like in 101.
Yeah. Really early. So I think you and I should start a consulting business to help players out, where we can teach you how do you make a statement the next time you score a goal.
Gotcha.
You know,
Let's
say you have a problem with your baby mama. You can't just put the ball under there and punch it out or something weird. You gotta make a statement.
All right, everybody, don't do that.
Don't do that. The point I'm making is we can teach you how to do that appropriately.
I'm so glad Gio did not do that. Would have been a really, really poor decision on this part.
Would have been a rough way to come back. Mourinho don't want to coach Brazil. Imagine U.S. men's national team, which we do got to talk about how they're supposedly set to announce a new men's national team coach.
They're not set to announce.
They are. No, it's, the article from The Ringer says they are set to announce, but nobody wants the job.
So they're not set to announce. They are still looking for.
I'm literally reading quote for word.
Looking for what's the headline say?
The headline is, who will coach the U.S. men's national team next? The job isn't as enticing as you'd think. Look, U.S. Soccer is preparing to announce the manager it hopes will lead the country to glory in the 2026 World Cup. There's just one problem. Many coaches don't want the job.
What are they preparing for? They
got the document written. They just need to fill the name in.
It's Mad Libs. It's so close. Yeah. We're so close to announcing Carlo Ancelotti. He just doesn't want to write. Just write your name, bro.
We need a noun. Can someone give me a noun?